always going to look at the six-pack, not the dad bod.
If you're counting calories, then it's a problem for me.
If someone's to tell me, oh Molly, you're looking a bit fat.
Can I see your medal? Got to get the bling out.
Like for me, if you're doing Ironman, too much.
David's fat like cow,
Yeah.
but as long as he's faithful,
Yeah.
that is all that matters to me. No cheating.
So I'm here in London and it's the London Marathon today, and in that general theme we're going to be speaking to fit people, whether it's important to them that their partners in crime are active themselves, whether you can be compatible with someone who's a couch potato when you're a bit of a fitness fanatic. Is it a good sign that if someone's physically active that they would be good in a relationship? What's your kind of fitness routine? How do you stay active?
I cycle everywhere. I'm walking my friend's dog while she's at work.
Wow.
So getting my steps in.
I go to a class 3 times a week and I walk a lot.
We're both dancers.
Really? Oh wow. Can I see your medal?
Oh yeah.
Gotta get the bling out. First one. Woo. So obviously running is how you stay active. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I do like lots of running. I started like only a couple of years ago. I really like dancing and a bit of climbing, a bit of surfing.
Gym, swimming, skipping 5 times a week.
Okay.
Eating healthy, making sure I'm keeping active.
I go to the gym about 3 times a week. I try and cycle more and walk.
I run quite a lot, probably
Yeah.
3 or 4 times a week. Do a couple classes a week as well.
What
And
about you?
I more go to the gym, to be fair, and I play netball on a Monday.
We met at cheerleading. That's how we became friends.
Oh,
Me.
really?
Yeah, and then I work out now like 4 or 5 times a week.
Bit of dancing, bit of adults gymnastics.
Yeah.
I run about 3 or 4 times a week, go to the gym twice a week.
Running, a lot of running.
Yeah.
So there's a marathon that you basically run from Buckingham Palace to Greenwich. So you do,
Oh wow.
yeah, and you do it in reverse. And I did that last night.
So you did through the night.
Through the night.
So you haven't slept.
I've had 1 hour sleep. And
Wow.
I'm rocking. I love it.
How do you stay fit and active?
How do you stay fit?
I don't do anything. I walk and I used to cycle.
Okay.
Now nothing.
Okay.
We're walking now, so
Yeah.
walking, swim a lot,
Yeah.
occasionally run.
Okay. Wow, you look great.
Thank you.
Is it important for you for your partner to also work out as well?
I think so. Shared interest. Yeah, they don't have to do the same sport, but fitness of some sort is good.
I am single, but I think it would be important to have someone that was into fitness as well. I think that would be really good.
I have a boyfriend, but he does not run, does not do anything. But it works.
Really important. We met through running.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a big part of both of our lives. And I think I'm sure for some relationships it's less important, but I think for us it's something that we can share together.
Important. I need someone that's on kind of my level, if not more, just because what I find interest in is health and fitness.
Yeah.
So I want someone to be on that same level.
Do you think, like, because your partner is also into cycling, that that's something you got in common and that you're both...
Yeah, because it's all about, well, he challenges me on distance. So he says, I've done 15 miles, and I'm like, well, I've done 13.
My boyfriend actually got me into going to the gym more. So if anything, like together, we work out together and we go on cycles together, we walk together. I've always had partners who were also either runners or long distance walkers, or there is nothing nicer than like go through certain challenges together, overcoming it, you know.
Yeah.
I would not have done this marathon if it wasn't my partner helped me so much. Just like cooking the meals, making sure you're eating, making sure you go on that run because you don't, even though you feel like it,
Yeah.
he held me so accountable.
Yeah, do you get competitive? Like, oh, I lifted this or I ran this?
We try not to, but I think it's hard not to a little bit, you know? Yeah.
You have a height advantage.
That's true. I have the height advantage for sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me in pull-ups though.
Oh, true.
I guess it doesn't matter too much,
Yeah.
but I think it matters to me
Yeah.
to be healthy around like fitness.
I think it's important to have similar interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going out with another dancer, that would be like a A+.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can look past like the psychological stuff.
Yeah.
No.
What psychological stuff?
No, dances are crazy.
Oh, really?
It's a crazy like dog eat dog world, but there's a lot of love as well within that space.
And is it important for your partner to be active as well? Or is it not really something you consider?
No.
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 Would you prefer them to be, or are you like, actually I prefer someone who's been?
Someone who like looks attractive to me.
Yeah.
But like I don't really care how they look like that.
For example, my boyfriend's starting a business and he's not got the time to do lots of other things. So I understand that
fitness is not his priority at the moment, but you can always get fit. There's no like end date to becoming fit. So
Yeah.
it's important to look after yourself, but I don't think it's the be all and end all if they don't have a six pack and they're not like running marathons. Like I don't want to run a marathon ever in my life.
No, I think it's important that they are as active as me. I would like if they were much fitter, I think that might be stressful.
Yes.
So someone who likes the same level of activity as you.
Well, like just too much, too intense.
Like didn't want to go out on a Friday or like go for dinner or drinks because he's like I have to get up at early to run.
Yeah.
Like this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
I won't be joining.
Yeah.
Would that not like motivate you to get into it, or you're just like, I just don't want that life?
I don't want that life.
Fair enough.
Decided.
Yeah, I'd like someone that's active, goes on hikes and walks, and someone that wants to go outside and cycle.
So, like, would it actually put you off if someone was like super into the gym and like 5 days a week?
Yeah.
If they were too into it,
Yeah.
it would be a bit of a...
Same for you?
Yeah, it would put me off.
Yeah, my partner's he's just into his fitness. He's a PE teacher, so.
Oh, okay.
That sort of
Built in already. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like Sophia said, you don't need to be running marathons and having six packs, just as long as you're keeping yourself healthy.
Yeah. You want someone who kind of keeps you on track, but also like if you want to have a bit of cake.
Like
and,
I also like to go like I like to exercise for myself, so I don't need my partner to be there every single. Like I'm not needy in that way. Like I don't need to like a gym buddy.
Yeah.
So I like it for myself.
Yeah.
But also like it's just nice knowing that he also looks after himself and his mental health for him.
Yeah.
It's like a separate thing that we both enjoy separately.
I think fitness is important for my partner. I
Yeah.
really do think because it prolongs his life in it. It's a very good lifestyle for him. So
Yeah.
I think that's very important.
If he's fit and he's cheating, what's the point?
Do you think people who are like regularly go to gym, do you think that's like a green flag for like relationships? Do you think that's a like good indication that they'll be a good partner?
I definitely think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
It shows that the person can put in like structure into their life and like follow a routine, which I think is a good sign.
Shows like dedication to something and like loyalty to a certain degree, commitment to something.
Yeah. And also not like so short-term minded. Like they're not just getting instant gratification by like going out and having a burger or something. They're like thinking about a long-term goal.
Goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ambition. Yes, ambition. We like that.
I don't know. I think it's a sign that you are in tune with yourself, and that is a green flag for me. But I'm not like, it's not a deal breaker.
I think in the aspect of if you're looking after yourself and you're wanting to look good, you're going to feel good.
Yeah.
So in a relationship, if you're feeling good about yourself and you're loving the way you look, then you can love someone very easily.
Do you have an experience of guys who maybe do work out and they're like more likely to be cheating than
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I did. Yes, my ex, for example.
Oh,
He
okay.
did work out, so which make more women attractive to him, and then he cheats.
Do you think fitter guys are more likely to have a wandering eye?
It all depends.
Most of them.
I mean, they're more confident for sure. I think if they want to do that, they will do that. They'll cheat no matter how fit they are or not.
Yeah.
But when you respect your body, you're helping respect the people around you as well. You're not going to be, I guess, you're not going to be the one that's having to be cared for all the time. So I think it's important that both of you are looking into the future and like you want to be strong for as long as you can.
Yeah. I think that's interesting point around like the longevity of a relationship. Like if you're an active person, you've got someone who's later on in life might get physical issues because they haven't lived a healthy lifestyle. That's also something to think about.
Yeah, it shows that they have like some motivation, bit of oomph about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard question, isn't it?
It's a hard question.
I think exercise tends to put you in a better mood, and a partner in a better mood is probably a better partner.
Really good answer.
But it depends, I think. I wouldn't want to say definitely yes, they're a better partner, because there's so many things that make a good partnership.
It's like a fine line of like overdoing it, but I think, I would say it's green flag.
Yeah. Yeah. What's overdoing it then?
Maybe like prioritizing,
Yeah.
prioritizing gym over like seeing your partner, anything like that, going every day, not being able to enjoy your life as well.
Yeah.
If you're focusing on the gym too much, I think that could go a bit far.
Yeah. Well, if like you saw them for date night and it was like, oh, I need to get my macros in, can't eat that.
Drink, well, not that like that's fine, but like
that would be a big deal if we can't have a glass of wine because like whatever,
focusing on macros and stuff like that.
That's taking it too seriously.
If you're counting calories, then it's a problem for me.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends at home, he's very like into gains and calories and all of that. And good for him, but it kind of jars me a bit.
They don't need to be like running marathons or like doing Ironman. I actually think it's a bell curve. Like for me, if you're doing Ironman and like that, I don't want to be with you. You're too much.
And in terms of just the physical side, like, do you prefer someone who's like slimmer, more athletic, or a bit of a dad bod?
Obviously, everyone has preferences. They look athletic and they're kind of looks like they go to gym and stuff. Great, but
If you've not got a beer belly, a dad bod's all right. But I don't know. You're always going to look at the six pack, not the dad bod.
I'm probably more like taller, bit slimmer, but I quite like a rugby player as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So quite stocky as well.
Sometimes, but maybe more like the fullbacks and things like that, like an actual runner rugby player.
Definitely had my skinny boy era.
Yeah.
But I think I'm moving out of that now.
Okay.
I don't like too much muscle.
Yeah.
On them.
Okay.
No.
Athletic, 100%. Yeah. I just like when people like have nice muscles.
Yeah. What about for you?
I just like nice arms. That's it. Yeah, they just have to have nice arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
What body part is important for you?
Legs probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, muscly legs.
Muscular legs. In general, do you like a more like athletic guy? Do you like a slim guy or like a dad bod?
Honestly, more athletic.
I would never want someone to judge me on my body, so I would never judge someone else on their body.
Yeah.
That's my rule.
Yeah. What about you?
Definitely have dated all types of bodies.
Yeah.
I like them all.
And I think if you're generally keeping yourself fit, you feel more confident, you feel better yourself.
Fitness doesn't have a look. I think that's the point. Like it's not a physical look. It's an internal thing.
Yes, all about the personality. I feel like that's what I should say. I don't know. Someone athletic, tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks wise, it's too materialistic to know. Like, I think my whole life I've not really been caring about that, but I think naturally I have been more attracted to fitter people.
Yeah, and it's kind of like lifestyle fit.
Yeah.
Like you see someone who's more athletic and you're like, oh, they probably have similar
And
way
more
of life.
compatible as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think people mind a dad bod, but the
like
beer
dad
belly is a
bods,
bit
but
much.
beer belly's too much. Like, dad bod's fine. I mean, I've not got a six pack, so I can't talk. But beer belly is like just
Yeah.
not good. No.
Kevin's fat like a cow,
Yeah.
but as long as he's faithful,
Yeah.
that is all that matters to me. No cheating.
Do you think it's hard for people who are like fitness fanatics to be compatible with someone who's a bit of a couch potato and doesn't really like to?
I don't like couch potatoes.
Probably not. Lifestyle clash. The couch potatoes exist anymore though.
I don't know. I know a couple.
Really?
I don't think I'd be compatible with a super
Gym rat.
super gymmy person.
Yeah.
No.
Of course, that would be like unmotivating, but if I love someone, then maybe I can look past that.
Yeah.
I think for me that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I think, yes, it's important to be active and to have ambitions.
Yeah.
And just taking care of yourself, it's like basic necessity, I feel like.
Yeah, as long as they're open-minded to understand that there's going to be differences between the two of them.
Yeah.
And I've got a few friends that one of them's really into fitness and one of them isn't, but they have kind of an understanding that they'll do their thing, they'll do theirs. But personally, I would want someone that's into it as well.
I mean, I think it will be a real challenge in many ways until at least you have some other part of the life that you really, really have everything else in common that you do together.
Yeah, do you think someone who's like a fitness fanatic doing like a marathon and stuff, do you think they could be with someone who's like a couch potato?
Yes, I think so, because as long as the house potato is very supportive, because both sides need to accept what each person is.
Yeah.
So the person who's more lazy needs to support and understand and accept the person who's active.
I mean, for us, it's a case where, it's nice doing that together. But on the other hand, in relationships, it is also nice having a time where you can also like have some space from each other as well and have your own time, and that there would be an opportunity for one person in the relationship to do their fitness routine. The other person can do whatever they're interested in and have their alone time as well.
I will look for what else do we have in common, what else we can do together, and what other passions we share. I think in a modern world we expect too much from our partners. We want them to be
everything.
Best friends and love what we do and love our friends. I'm actually quite a big believer in having a life of your own outside of your partner as well.
If you're into fitness and your partner maybe has their own thing, like they're into films or gaming, and that's like something they're really into, then it should be fine. Yeah, as long as they're putting that kind of interest in something, and as long as they're not I don't know, couch potato is a bit different to like someone that might just work out here and there.
Yeah, because it's different from like a hobby. Like if you're into like, I don't know, watching trains or something, you can do that on a Saturday. But if you're into staying fit, that's something which you do every day. It's almost like a religion. Like it's something which is part of your day to day.
Yeah, it actually is. Like I'm literally so like every day I'm thinking, how have I burnt calories? Like I'm quite on it. So yeah, I think it's about compatibility with that, because if your partner doesn't care, then you feel disconnected.
It's okay to be both. You don't have to force someone to do one or the other.
Yeah, I bet marathon runners still love being a couch potato one day.
I'm not.
It's healthy to have a balance, isn't it? But
I'd probably feel pressure to do it as well, and I really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I'd feel a bit like guilty for not doing it, but I really don't want to do it.
I think so. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, at the end of the day, if they're not fit or if they're fit, I think it's all right once they're confident in themselves, and we can work together and support each other. And, you know, if that's the case, that's the case.
Both can be, you know, into fitness as long as he's faithful. Because that is my goal area. Be faithful. Then I don't mind. We can both, because I like to do that as well. So we can both do it together. As long as he remains faithful to me, brilliant. But if he's gonna be fit and be looking at himself all the time and then let other women look at him and then go cheat, that is a no-go area. That is 0 for me. Then I don't give a monkey.
Oh dear.
That's it.
Okay. I'm not sure. I think for me, I suppose it's about a mindset thing as well, isn't it? If I, you know, met somebody, I think being into some sort of fitness, it doesn't have to be the same, but some sort of fitness would be good. I don't think I'd want them to be into running as well, because I feel like that's my thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, a bit of competition?
No, it's not that. It's just because I've made so many friends doing this, and it's like that's my thing I go and do. So I'm not necessarily looking for someone to join that.
But you can still be disconnected, by the way. My boyfriend plays football, and I've actually like never watched him play football because that's his like part of his life. One day I will, but I think we've really accepted that football is his like little bubble that he gets to like fade away in, and then we just support each other like in our personal life away from that. So then I go gym and I cycle on my own terms, and he goes in football on his own terms, and then we meet together and we eat and we like rest together.
I guess it's also like lots of guys, they might play football, but they don't really want their girlfriends to come out on the field.
That's their thing. They go to football matches and they like to have boys' time. It's important for us to have our time.
My other half, he plays a lot of golf, and I wouldn't be interested in standing around a golf course, but running's my thing, golfing's his thing.
So let's say you are dating someone and then they kind of...
Can you imagine that?
It's a bit of a reach, but you were dating them and they kind of like let themselves go. They were like sitting on the sofa all the time. They kind of gained a bit of weight. How would you approach that subject with them?
Group sports. You wouldn't suggest it for them, you suggest it for both of you. Oh, I've booked a court, we can both play. You know, just things that you can do together. And then it kind of gets them into the habit of being active, and you've kind of subtly introduced it into their life.
Probably encouraged to do like what I'm doing. Like I wouldn't be like, you have to go to the gym, but if I was going on a run, I'd be like, oh, do you want to come? Go on a run with me, like do it together, make it more of like a hangout than rather than like forcing them to do something they don't want to do.
What about for you?
I think it's such a difficult topic to broach. I know, like, if someone was to tell me, oh, Molly, you're looking a bit fat at the moment, I'd literally like, go away, leave me alone. But I don't know, like, do it in a nice way and then do it in like a, you know, do you want to... Oh, I couldn't even do it. I'll be honest, I couldn't do it. I couldn't say it.
You know, still love your partner and you love them for the person that they are, but of course you like became used to what they maybe you looked like, that you enjoyed that, and you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. So it's a really tough topic to approach. I think one way to do it, or an easy way, is to try and like motivate to do something together, of being like, oh, let's go for like a run together, or let's do work out together or do something.
That was me at one point. I'd like to eat all the pies and have a little drinky poo, and I wasn't doing anything, and my partner was kind of just in a nice way sort of saying, oh, would you like to go for a run? You can run alongside me while I cycle. And I was just sort of saying, coming up with lots of excuses. But I think he left me to come to my own when I realised I couldn't fit into any of my clothes in my wardrobe. I think he let me come to my own sort of realisation that I needed running. It helps me massively.
You want to push them into the routine, but with you. So it's like a friendship, you know, motivational thing.
And not too much pressure
You don't want to give them pressure, because sometimes it can be even worse, like when the pressure is and then you're stuck, you can't do anything.
Understanding like at the core what's happening, because it's not just like you're letting go of yourself. There's something underlying that's happening. So just like
gently sort of sussing out the situation and not like approaching it too head on and
being like
too strong about it, because if that's happening, then not everything's okay. You need to figure it out gently.
I think I would first of all ask them if they're okay. Because I think those are signs of like you're not happy with something in your life. May not be your body. I think it's like a byproduct of something else that's going on. So I'd probably approach that with like a conversation just about like general mental health and like how you're feeling, and then we would go from there. And like try and work out a solution.
I think maybe just making sure they're okay, as well, if there is anything maybe going on, or just saying, oh, do you want to go out for a walk even, and just having a chat outdoors as well. I think just getting moving sometimes can make your mind feel better and your body feel better at the same time.
It's really hard, these situations though, because it's like, it can be mental, you know, it can be it's an emotional, and also you don't want to be relying too much on something. But I think it's just about being there for them, and also showing that you want to spend time with them doing it. Because that's like a positive attachment to fitness rather than just like a toxic do it.
You need to sort yourself out. Like you need to get to the gym or.
Why is he not working? He doesn't have a job or something? I don't like that kind of partner in the first place. No.
I think for me, I would try to encourage him to, you know, try and do some sort of fitness and all. It all depends on why is he like that. It could be depression. It could be reasons for him not to be as motivated. But I would try and support him to be as motivated as possible to get on board.
Get a job.
It might not be a job. It could be other factors that contribute to that. So once I know what is causing him not to be motivated to, you know, go to the gym and all, I'll try and support him in that area as much as possible.
I think you can be honest. You got to be honest.
I think me and my partner are quite honest, and I think he'd tell me if
I've gained a bit of weight, and my partner's been quite honest with me and just been like, you have gained a little bit of weight. Because I ask, I'm like, have I gained weight? And I'd rather have someone tell me the truth so I actually know what's going on. And he's like, yeah, you have a little bit. I still love you. I still think you're beautiful, but to be honest, you have gained a little bit of weight. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think it's worse if you're lying to your partner saying they're still beautiful to you if they're, you know.
As long as it's a supportive way and you're not like, you're fat.
I can't see you anymore.
I don't think I have a lot of frustration even if friends are couch potatoes. I'm a very active person.
So what would you just be like, bye, or would you be like, you need to get up?
I'd work on it, but if they don't move, then they're a friend for a different reason. You know, I'd see them and talk to them, but if they don't want to take part in the things I want to do, it's you know.
So like, let's get to the gym.
Be like, come on.
I think going for a walk.
I'd be quite concerned if my partner got to that point, because I don't think I'd date someone who would
It's probably like a deeper reason to it.
I think maybe
a mental-
mentally they're not okay. So I think I'd have a serious conversation and say, are you okay? Like, what's going on?
Do you think you could, like, a bit of tough love helps as well, or do you think that's like hiding to nowhere?
Probably not. Probably wouldn't.
It depends how long you've been together. I think if you've been together for like over 10 years, you can be as honest as you want. But before that, you've got to be really careful with how you speak. Do you not think you'd find it really rude?
I think I'd be pissed off if someone told me to exercise.
Fair enough. Like, do you think a bit of tough love is good, or do you think you have to be like very sensitive about these subjects?
Tough love definitely wouldn't work for me, so I think I would take the approach that would work for me, which is like trying to get them to do something that they like that is also active, like go for a nice walk in the countryside, or like something to reinvigorate their love of like moving without being like, you need to get up, you're fat, lazy, git. Like, exactly.
I just think just, like, oftentimes like change of scenery is the best thing. Like get out of the city, clear your mind.
Get outside.
Literally.
It doesn't have to be like extreme going for sport. I think, like you say, a nice walk in the country is just as good as going for like a 10k run, really. So but I definitely don't think I would be with somebody that I couldn't even get out for a walk.
Like a little bit of weight variation is just normal, isn't it, and healthy, but in the extreme circumstances I feel like you would say something. If you were concerned for their health, then you would.
Especially if they're not realising that they're doing it, they're just subconsciously gaining weight. You might as well tell them before they balloon a little bit too much.
I'm a tough lover. Like my natural approach to life, even friendships, is quite like brutal. But that's because that's just how I am, and I'd rather be brutal and not beat around the bush so they understand what I'm trying to say. Rather than being like, oh, did you mean this or that? I just kind of say it how it is. So, but if they're offended by it, this might sound brutal in itself, then that means they're obviously affected by it too. So but it's about being nice, just being honest.
I think I'd probably, if they approached it with me and said, I feel like I'm putting on weight, then I'd be like, yeah, you are. Let's, like, if you want to do something about it, let's do something. But I wouldn't be the one to say, oh, I've noticed you've got belly now. Like, I'd let it marinate for them, and then I'd probably say it. Like, once they've realised, I'd be like, yes, that's correct.
Baby steps before, like, I don't know, let's do the marathon together, and they're like, oh God.
No, but you start with you start with something smaller, couch to 5K. The training is hard. If you do it properly, the training is hard, and that's enough to put anyone off, really. And we're seasoned runners, and it's hard, really hard. So no, I think something like couch to 5K or 5K is a nice way to start. Park run, that's a great thing or park walk, people can do every sort of Saturday. It's a great way to start.
In summary, many people find that sharing an interest in fitness, like running, cycling, or gym workouts, deepens their connection. It's about accountability, motivation, and growing through challenges together. However, it's not all about being ultra fit and having a six-pack, but about aligning on values like discipline, self-care, and structure. Interestingly, being too into fitness, like training constantly or obsessing over calories, can actually be off-putting, especially if it disrupts social balance or flexibility. While dedication to fitness can signal commitment, some are wary of associating it with moral superiority. A fit person can still be unfaithful, and a less active person can still be supportive, loving, and grounded. Many emphasize valuing fitness for themselves, not needing their partner to be a gym buddy, just to have their own sense of balance and well-being. When a partner lets themselves go, the dominant reaction isn't judgment, it's concern. People want to check on mental health and suggest shared activities without pressure. But aside from the superficial benefits, they also value emotional intelligence, balance, and mutual respect over rigid standards. Would you say that you're more drawn to the idea of fitness as a shared activity with your partner? Or is it something that you prefer you each pursue individually? Thanks for watching today's episode. Please check out other videos on our channel if you liked this one, and we'll see you next week.